You know what else is good? Pokemon.
Pokemon is good. Sometimes.
No, Pokemon's always good. Pokemon's never made a bad game.
So, who are we choosing?
Oof. We'll get there.
I think we can start there.
Yeah,
We can start there? All right, cool.
Starters.
They've announced a new Pokemon game, by the way.
It's called Pokémon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
What do you think of the names?
Bit basic, but so it's like
you prepped me
X and
for it,
Y.
so I'm like, oh, okay, because that was part of one of the leaks that came out. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Sword
okay,
Shield
whatever.
was part of the leaks, and Crown and Scepter was the other one. And either way, I was like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Crown and Scepter would have been cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, the names are fine. Everyone's choosing Sword. I'm like, but Shield, Captain America.
But also, Shield, not Captain America. Go away. Give me a sword. I want to cut big.
You're not going to get a sword.
Yeah.
Unless the legendary
Yeah,
looks
it's
like
gonna
a
be a
sword or a shield.
He's gonna be like a.
Oh, you're gonna have-
Just ages
You're gonna have hone edges all over this fucking
Yeah,
game.
Hone Edges just everywhere, and he's gonna be like just as.
Oh, that's a
popular as-
Pokemon. I thought
like-
it was
Yeah.
like a design.
No, Hone Edge. He's gonna be like the Rattata of this region. I'm pretty fucking sure.
Yeah. It's hone edges,
Which
dude
I'm
blades.
okay with because he's a strong fucking Pokemon.
Aegislash is a fucking boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just a basic as fuck Pokemon, like aesthetic wise. You know.
Yeah.
Yes, from starters.
Starters, we have Grookey.
Which
Yep.
is the grass lizard
No,
No,
Grass
Grass
Monkey.
Monkey.
Grookey
And then we've
gang.
got
Sobble is the
Sobble.
water
Oh,
lizard.
Yeah, the lizard.
And then
he's got some weird cloaking ability or something.
and
Yeah,
the
which-
Score Bunny, the fire rabbit.
Score Bunny,
Yes.
yeah.
I think Sobble's cloaking mechanic would be good if they implemented it, but they probably won't. It might be like his passive ability or
He
something.
might have something like Protean as a hidden ability, which is so Froakie had it in 6th generation, which is basically you.
Every time you got hit by it.
No, it's
Oh, you
when
use
you
an
attack. Yeah, if you use an attack,
retain that type.
yeah. So if he used a dark type attack, he would turn into a dark type when he makes the attack, so he gets the stab bonus on every attack he makes.
That's a bit OP.
It is. It's very OP.
Tiger Ninja is
Yeah,
It's
white.
banned in most
Oh.
tiers.
Fuck,
Yeah.
that's fair enough.
But
Fuck. Get fucked on Greninja.
it's like if they were to use that kind of thing, I could see that Pokemon having that as its hidden
Because
ability.
it's the only single type as well. All the other... Oh, no, we don't know that.
No, they're all
But
yeah.
the
As far as
assumption
we're,
is that all of them will become fire type. Like, apparently fire might become fire electric.
Fire Electric is the current
How the fuck is
rumor.
that gonna work?
Energizer
Score
Bunny.
Very quick little thing.
I was thinking
But also-
more like a fighting type.
Yeah,
That's what
That's-
everyone's thinking at the
and
moment. But the
worried,
thing
like, I
with
don't
the
want
thing with
another-
Litten was that everyone thought that was going to go firefighting.
Yeah, what was he like?
Fire Dark.
Fire Dark. Yeah.
So I think they're trying to
Bears.
subvert that now. And
Make it
all the
strong.
all the descriptions for Score Bunny say like it's bursting with energy and stuff like that. So it's possibly fire electric, but
That's
I
a
honestly
weird combo.
I think it's a cool.
interesting. It's unique.
It's not been
But
done.
it's also like fire electric. If you're
ground, you're fucked. Like
no. If your rival picks your natural weakness or your natural it's
Water.
it's
not the
automatically
first time
not
they've
a
done it.
weakness
It's not the first time they've done it.
No, yeah.
because electric is super effective against
Yeah, but-
water.
Yeah, but
Yeah, think
if
about
they give
Sinnoh.
but if they give the water type the ground type like they have before, then it becomes
True,
completely
true.
neutralized.
Yeah.
Because Empoleon was water and steel, so with Infernape being fighting and fire, he had the advantage there.
Yeah.
Torterra had ground against Infernape, and then steel against ground. Is it?
Yeah. Basically, in Sinnoh, the secondary typings were actually the reverse. Like it went the
Yeah.
other way to actually balance all
Yeah,
of them out.
balance
So, which
out.
is fine.
Yeah,
If they do fire
that,
electric.
I'm happy.
Yeah, because I think
grass bug.
grass bug for Grookey.
Really?
I think
Groot.
so.
I think grass fighting. They've never done a grass fighting.
I
before.
was-
Breloom.
No, Chestnut.
He was
Chestnut's
grass-
grass
was he
fighting. Yes.
Interesting.
Really?
Oh yeah, he was because he had hammer arm.
Yeah, because they were based on the knight, the mage, and the rogue.
I kind of like that.
Ah.
D&D.
Yeah,
thing.
D&D classes. So yeah, the psychic type was the mage, and then the dark type for Greninja. So yeah, he was the knight, the fighting one. So they've done that before. So that seems okay. I wouldn't be surprised if they went with grass ground as well, because he just seems like could be a ground type. But it's definitely going to be the more defensive of the three.
Yeah.
He'll be the bulky boy.
Yeah, and then Sobble's gonna evolve into something fucking like
I'm expecting
it has to be like
Oh, I don't
Or
know.
a fucking train
Did you
wreck.
see Poplio?
Yeah,
They could
that's
go
true.
that route too. It could just be furry bait.
Oh no! But it's a lizard, so very
I
Scaly-
still think I'm gonna
scaly.
choose Sobble, just
Yeah.
because I feel like, A,
I'm going Grookey.
I'm a hipster.
Score Bunny, I am always the fire starter. I've
I
never not
love
picked
the fire starter and I love the water starter, but I've never ever really ever gone
Really?
grass starter. Never picked
I got
it.
Chestnut in X and Y.
No, fucking hate him.
Or
Why?
Chestnut.
They're usually good against the first gym.
Usually, yeah.
Okay,
Grass
against
starters,
the first gym, but I usually don't
Except
like
for
how they
X and
look.
Y.
That's fair. Sorry?
Except for X and Y.
Oh, you go through
Because
with
the first
Greninja.
type's a bug gym. So
So it's a Johto.
yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, the first gym in
Yeah.
X and Y is a bug gym.
Bug
so
gym.
the grass type is not that great. You're better off with Fennekin.
Interesting.
But in every other game, yeah, you're right. Like generally, the first gym is if you pick the fire starter, that's the harder one
Yeah.
usually.
Hard mode.
I always do. I always pick the fire starter, even when I'm like, the fire starter. I've always picked it first.
Mm.
So
I've always preferred water.
Score Bunny again.
Yeah.
Sobble's really cool though. I like the way that thing looks.
A lot of people are giving him shit. I'm like, I kind of like it, and
One
like,
of the things that I was talking with a friend at work about it is that they all do look very, for starter Pokemon, they look very plain.
yeah,
And I actually like that because the previous starter Pokemon in the Alola region were very cool designs. The actual base starter Pokemon
Litten, Rowlet,
and Poplio.
yeah,
But there was almost too much going on with them. So when they evolved, they kind of didn't.
got more shit.
It didn't get as good. And same with like Fennekin and Chespin and Froakie. They didn't get as. The
And
potential
also-
wasn't there. But
Yeah.
with these ones, they're all very plain. So it's like a neutral starting point. And
Yeah.
I think their evolutions might be. Like, it might be the first time in a while where you look at the evolutions and go, that's fucking sick. Because
Yeah.
I get the feeling that Bunny's going to look cool
yeah.
whenever it evolves.
I get the feeling that they're trying to throw back to like the first gen where everything was kind of very plain. It was clearly the typing, clearly that. But like my problem with particularly Alola is with Litten, the evolution didn't make sense
yeah, it
at
did.
all. It went from a small cat to a bigger cat to an upright buff wrestler. That didn't. There was nothing in the way of like that being a cohesive thing. Like if it was on all fours and still.
There's so much Pokemon evolution that
There's
don't make
so
sense.
many that do that
Yeah, I know,
transition.
but
That
with
transition.
starters, like I'm particularly just biased for the first generation because
I mean,
it's.
I
They
mean-
all had a cohesive evolution stage.
I mean,
It
I don't know,
all-
but I mean, Charizard just sprouts wings for
Yeah,
no
exactly.
discernible reason.
But exactly. It still looks like Charmeleon. Just
Yeah,
grew
but-
bigger and sprouted wings.
But
Like,
why? Why would it sprout wings?
I don't know, for fun.
Why isn't it a dragon?
That's the point. Like,
why is it on the
No, like, but I think
I
For
hate
fun.
about every-
Fuck it.
But like if you put Litten next to big Incineroar, yeah, you'd be like, okay, they're purely because of the color scheme they look like the
No,
same.
they
my thing
It's
is
more than that.
every
If you put
time.
Charmeleon next to Charizard, they look the same. You put Squirtle next to
Yes,
Wartortle,
but that's
you
the
can
only.
clearly-
But that's the thing is that's the only thing that the only thing that discerns them as an evolution tree is the way they look. Like that's it, and it's the same with Litten and Incineroar. They just look the same.
I don't.
And
I
it's
don't
and
like the way that
it's
they
explained. It's explained in Torracat, the middle evolution's whole thing. Like it's that evolution actually explains why it stands up on 2 feet, because it spends most of its time like punching and using its fists. That at a certain point it can no longer be on all fours because it's basically like a gorilla. Its hands are too like they don't do the same sort of walking thing. It needs to stand upright in order to be able to continue doing its punching training. So it evolves, it literally evolves like a regular animal does. It trains so much in a certain way that it has to stand upright.
Is that
in order to work.
explained in the Pokédex?
Yeah.
Or? Okay, that's why I didn't know.
Yeah,
it.
because it's like
I
cat
do not-
punches.
I do not touch the Pokédex in any Pokemon.
I've
game I
seen a
play.
cat on 2 feet.
Yeah, my cat's on 2 feet all the time.
Jesus fuck.
Hey, buddy.
My cat's a human. It's a fucking human, like to turn into a cat because it sits in weird. It sits cross-legged sometimes.
Ew.
Yeah,
That's creepy.
it's a fucking weird cat.
My thing I don't like about every generation that's come out, and I was guilty of this in the past, but that everyone's hypercritical of the starters. I'm like, one, we don't know
First
their
thing you see.
evolutions, and two, they're just more Pokemon. Like, they're never going to be what you remember. They're never going to be as cool as what you think. Like, to me,
Yeah.
they're just Pokemon. I'm like, let's just go. Like, Pokemon designs are so ridiculous.
You're always going to have a nostalgic attachment to your first one.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the one that's always the favorite. Like, my favorite Pokemon is, I didn't play Gen 1 when it first came out.
Yeah.
I played Gen 2 first. So my favorite starter Pokemon is Cyndaquil. So that's the one I chose.
Yeah.
That's my favorite set of starters. My favorite Pokemon right now, the reason I got defensive is because I like Incineroar.
I love Incineroar.
He's my
He's
res-
a good character.
He's my
Like,
wrestling
good
cat
Pokemon.
boy, and I love him.
Yeah. Play him all the time in Smash. Like,
Yeah, he's fucking rad.
fucking awesome. I love him, but
So OP.
without reading the Pokedex, his evolution doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and there are problems like the one that I would go for that one is actually Fennekin. Fennekin stands upright and breaks in for no goddamn reason, and I fucking hate it. They should have just kept it on all fours.
Yeah.
And I know I can understand the reason why, because then they basically don't want to have a Ninetales duplicate, because that's what that would be.
Yeah,
Ninetales is cool. Let's have a grass Ninetales.
Ninetales is fine, but it's a fire starter. That's why they got it to stand upright, because it would literally be a Ninetales copy.
Okay, that's fair.
Like that's what it would be, and because they
I
got
thought Fennekin was grass. I think I was thinking of Torterra.
Yeah.
Venusaur.
Turtwig's great.
I love Turtwig.
I fucking love that whole.
Still
Anyway.
shows Jim Charlo, but
Yeah.
Because it was a big fiery ape.
But
Punch.
yeah, I like the starters because they have potential. Because they're not like, oh, this is the best one. Like they're all pretty much like I put them all about the same. They're all about the same cuteness, about the same everything.
Yeah.
They looked weird in the trailer though. The CG trailer looks weird. Like I'd prefer to see their cut. Like their 2D animation looks better.
Yeah.
So why the fuck was Skull Bunny's feet setting shit on fire?
Because it's that hot. It's that lit.
Yeah. It's a fire type, man.
Yeah, but
That was a cool effect.
I'm sure.
Why was Groovy growing the grass
Yeah.
after
Yeah,
he
he
jumped
looks like a
off it?
mage, eh?
He's just hitting
he was
the
just
rock.
like, and then the grass was like,
It's set in Galar. Or
Galar.
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 Or I'm going to call it Galar, like the bird.
Damn it.
Galar.
It looks like
I
it's set in England.
like
England
is.
slash Scandinavia.
No, it is
UK.
You
UK.
can see fucking Big Ben.
like
Oh,
Night-
yeah, I'm not like
Night
that
Galahad.
No, shut up. I don't care. I'm making a joke, Kyron.
making a joke.
It's UK.
No, that city definitely looks like London. Like, I got very Syndicate.
No,
vibes from
the
it.
region itself too. It's just the
Yeah.
UK flipped upside down
Yeah.
and stretched.
But also, people have noticed there are Scandinavian things, and there's also
Yeah.
cities we haven't seen, so they could be like a Viking type city. And also, one of the leaks was Scandinavia.
It's
Yeah.
almost
Some of that
like-
things in
it's
that leak
almost
was
like
true.
the Vikings just came up to England a lot and fucked their shit for no
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
This could just
Yeah.
be like if they didn't leave, like that could be like this future, like just,
The region looks really cool.
it's
Or-
vertical, like which is
Or the thugs could be fucking just goddamn Vikings. That would be fun.
yeah.
If the thugs were Vikings instead of eat it,
I have some
Come around my rock
ideas.
again, right? I'll knock your fucking head off.
I have some.
idea again.
I do have an idea of what I think the evil team will be.
Team Vikings.
No, I think because there was a leak about like Team, what was it, Neon,
Oh, yeah.
being the team. Like that was the name of
Just
it.
a bunch of neo-goths.
We have that in
Oh right, you know, Sun
Sun and Moon.
Yeah, when they're
Sun
all
and Moon.
like,
Yeah.
with Guzma. and,
Yo, we're thugs and shit.
yo.
But it looks
Weird
like
rap
if you
beats.
look at the region and how much is like the cities are very technological and steampunky,
Yeah.
but the actual outskirts are like very naturey and all that kind of stuff. It's very much, I think, going to be like a evil team that's all about like technology and power and at the expense of the environment. I feel like it's going to be another
On the
environment
opposite
story.
end, it's going to be a bunch of eco warriors who are like, let's destroy the fucking cities.
Yes,
Which
you
I
could
like
do
that
either
in Team
or.
Aqua and Team Magma. Like I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if they did two instead of just one team.
Yeah, I haven't done 2 in a long time.
Well, the
Yeah, we
Eighth
have
of
a gang
Foundation.
wars?
Yeah, gang,
Shit.
monkey.
Yo.
The thing I said to you at 12:30 in the morning after the direct was the first area reminds me of Hobbiton.
Yes.
Sure.
Hobbiton.
Hobbiton.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I was gonna say New Zealand.
Scanning
Like that
your-
doesn't help anything.
Scanning your brain for Pokemon, like, what is a Hobbiton?
No, that's fair. No, it looks like Hobbiton, and like apparently she's wearing like her beret. That's not a beret. Is a Scottish
Yeah,
hat.
why has he got
Yes.
a fucking suitcase on his back?
I think it's because
It's a
they're.
big
I think
fucking
it's.
bag.
I think it's because they're going to add a lot of stuff from Let's Go into there, and I think that might just be like it's a bigger bag because we're going to add your PC into your
Yeah,
bag.
you're gonna carry it around a laptop now.
Yeah.
The fuck's
Which is
sake.
what I was thinking. I'm like, it'll either go
Why?
laptop or smartphone.
Or they're trying to explain why you can carry a bicycle in your backpack, which you have been able to do since game one in this tiny fucking little backpack.
If you have a PC in your bag, you could just switch your Pokemon whenever.
Yes, that's
Did
the
you not play
point.
Let's go.
Yeah, that you can.
No, but like in saying that, like when you go fucking do like the Pokemon League and shit, you can
Mhm.
just swap your Pokemon in
Yeah.
your PC, you bring
Mhm.
it back out,
Mhm.
fully healed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't like it.
Or you could just not do that.
You know what they do?
Nah.
Well, you know,
I mean, I will
it's
not
too
do that.
convenient to not do.
No.
you know, but you know what they,
I
do.
won't exploit it.
You know,
I'm never gonna exploit it.
you know what this
Fuck.
means though.
I'm
In
gonna have
order
to
to,
use it only in a fucking Pokemon Center.
in order to compensate for that,
It has
they
a
could
battery.
make the game harder.
Nah.
They won't.
I think they might. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were actually fucking difficult.
Like during the game?
Yeah, they
Like
were
it.
rough. There were some battles there that I was like, "Fuck! Why am I losing Pokemon?" Like it's actually tough.
I kind of want at least like I want them to do what Mario does, which the game like the end of the
Jump on some mushrooms.
the start of the game is relatively simple, and then they have the back half of the games, which is where for like the adults play, and it's like actually challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like that for Pokemon, for you to get to the end game and like actually gets hard. Fuck you guys. But you know, because I like that system. Like I've always liked the post game when it's been good. Like I
Mhm.
really
No, you
like.
reckon Luca's gonna come back?
Oh,
I
yeah.
reckon Luca's
He's
gonna come back.
Pikachu DLC.
I get the feeling that this game will have a lot to do with Kalos and the X and Y
I wouldn't
games.
be surprised. Look is going to be in the post credit of Detective Pikachu.
I
Yeah,
think
that makes
X and
sense.
Y is going to be pretty intertwined because
It's France and because
France and
Kalos is based on
England, and they were
France
like-
and this is based on England
they fought a bunch.
and just the aesthetic. It's very similar to the
So
Kalos
obviously they're
region.
gonna bring gyms back, right? Like they
Yes.
they got hit really hard with the backlash, and they're like, all right, we'll bring it back. I'm sorry.
No, well, there wasn't much of a backlash.
Fucking was from me.
Oh, well, fucking you don't
I
count.
sent them a lot of letters, man. Oh,
Some mad tweets.
motherfuckers.
My uncle works at Nintendo. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. My uncle is Bill Gates. Okay. Fuck them.
The gym battles, very from the trailers, look like it could be that stadium event thing.
So they have said that gyms return. That has been said already.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Going back to the trailer, there was a part where he walked
Into a stadium. So on the map the official map they
Yeah.
released, that stadium is like the grass one, which you see in part of the trailer, and there's about 6 of those dotted around the map. So those are the gyms.
But the stadiums are the gyms.
As far as we can tell, yeah.
Cool.
And what it suggests.
Pokemon Battle Royale. You step into the stadium and you've got to beat everyone, and
Well,
then you get the gym.
What it suggests is that the gyms in this game actually play a bigger role than just go get the gym badges and go to the Elite
Yeah.
Four. They actually might play a role storyline wise,
Interesting.
because it looks like gym battles aren't just it's this one dude and go battling. They're actually televised sporting events.
What if the gym leaders were actually the evil team, and
Ooh.
you're a little kid who's like, I'm not fucking get rid of these.
It's
tickets."
just Giovanni by the whole game.
Yeah,
Just work your
Giovanni in drag. Giovanni with the mustache.
Oh, I didn't mean actual
no,
Giovanni.
no,
but
I mean
yeah,
actual.
I love it.
Giovanni 8 times.
I like that idea. I want Giovanni to just beat everyone in the game. That's not you.
Jesus, what was that?
That's alright. Just water.
Drop the water.
It's spilled on the concrete. Cool.
Yeah.
But I meant just like an evil figure, not.
No.
But I do
Everyone
like that
throughout
idea
the whole game.
because of
Eight
like whatever
Giovannis.
Ultra Sun and Moon did. with the
Yeah.
time travel bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Wake
you
up,
could just do
And
that.
you go downstairs and you've got Giovanni dressed as a woman in your kitchen, like, "Hi, honey.
Yeah.
Are you ready to start your Pokemon adventure?"
Every NPC is
And
a
like-
Giovanni.
Yeah.
Every little kid
It's
is
like,
just.
"Mom, I know it's you," and it's like, "No, this is Professor. Hi. I'm your rival as well." It's like, what the fuck?
Your mum's little Pokemon companion is also just Giovanni.
Yeah.
Some
The
Pokemon
toddlers, yeah.
cosplay.
The toddlers at the Pokemon school are all just toddlers
Just-
with Giovanni heads, just like, hey, how you
It's like
doing?
these big fucking heads with like tiny bodies. It's like, "Hey, my name's Giovanni." I mean, no, it's not.
Don't call your 3-year-old Giovanni.
Well,
That's
they
such a
weren't three
weird
when they named
concept. I know, that's the thing. Like, your baby, like, yes, it is a Giovanni.
Giovanni. Ugh.
Yeah. You're only gonna be a baby for 3 years, though. Or like young. For...
Yeah, but the thing is, like, that name doesn't work until you're 37.
Yeah.
Right, but
And running a pizza shop.
but
Like,
Or a
everyone
mob.
would just call you Vinny.
yeah, true.
Hey Vinny, my name's Giovanni.
Giovanni.
Yeah, but the way it suggests, like, by the look of the trailer, is that the gyms will be a bigger event in the game. Like,
I like that.
there's audience and there's a stadium and,
I like
you know,
that.
events. Like, it's a gym battle.
Because that's the only
Yeah.
thing that I didn't like that the anime did differently to the games. Like, obviously, I was fine with both, but it was more like in the games, it was purely, okay, you got to fight the Elite Four and then the champion. But then in the anime, it's like, okay, there's a fucking tournament.
Yeah, it's a Pokemon
Like,
League.
I've always liked tournaments.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
Just the idea of like beating someone, moving up, beating someone, moving
Yeah.
up. Like that's
Yeah.
a cool mechanic. So if they were to somehow implement that, obviously they had what was it, Battle Frontier.
Yeah.
Similar kind of thing. Like you keep going. until
Yeah, and they've had the
you lose,
world
but-
tournaments before in the other Pokemon games, but this one feels like it might be like a... Yeah, like when you go up to the gym and you're like, I want to challenge the gym, they're like, okay, cool, get the cameras, get the audience,
Yeah.
let's go. We're going to do this big
We
thing.
got an event, boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like, in the Hoenn
I
games,
just
they,
imagine some dude flipping a coin at the door and he's like, I want to fight the gym leader. He's like, let's do this.
Yes, yeah.
Just walks
Yes!
in.
Right.
Finally happening. Roll cameras, boys.
It's happening. It's happening.
This is not a drill.
Interrupts every TV.
Yeah.
Live event.
It could be. I mean, in the Pokemon world, this is literally
Yeah.
all they do.
There's a tsunami on the east coast of Galar. Breaking news!
Some kid's
10-year-old just rocked up.
some kid's animal fighting again.
Some kid's gonna throw down.
to be fair, that's what Hoenn did. Like, when it, like, remember your like dad was the gym leader and like he was on TV. Yeah, but like that would be the thing. Like you'd beat a gym, you go check the TV. It's like, oh, this little kid just fucking beat the gym.
Yeah,
but
but
that was it. It was just like a news report instead of this
Yeah, it
big
was
live
like-
event.
And they do it. They
And
do
was in
it.
text only.
They do it more
Probably.
in Let's Go, because in Let's Go, every gym has an audience.
Yeah,
They
which
all
I
have
do like.
People people sitting around being like, yeah, cheering it on, and like I like that feel. But the way they've got it in this game of like it being a fucking football stadium
Yeah.
filled with people.
You gotta get stage fright before you go to the gym. Ah, fuck.
That's what like.
I know it's not real, but this is really scary.
That's the one thing I liked about like Let's Go
Pokemon
is the audience because like when you go to fight Blaine, the second last gym leader, he's just a game show.
Yes, he game show
And
host.
he's just like, let's just like go in. He's sitting in with the crowd. And you gotta go find him. I think
No, you just answer questions and he just pops up.
that's
What's
right.
this
Yeah.
one?
The second
Pokemon
gym
Let's
with
Go.
Blaine in Let's Go, the fire gym leader.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I like that thing. It's like,
I
you
didn't
didn't-
like Blaine. He was there for like 3 seconds and then he was gone again.
yeah.
In the old games, anyway.
Yeah.
He pretty much still the same way because they're like, let's just, you're so close
Well,
to
it's
the end.
such a
of
fucking effort to get there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah. Random
Pokemon.
battles are back from Let's
Yes,
Go.
random encounter.
What do you mean?
You haven't played Let's Go?
No.
Okay, so in Let's Go, the Pokemon are
Switch. That's
the Pokemon are on the overworld,
Yeah.
and you actually see them running around, and so
Yeah,
you can
it's
choose
like-
and select who. That's not in this one. It's just like a standard Pokemon
Oh
game.
right, yeah. no.
Tall grass, random
Okay,
battle.
yeah, gotcha.
Which, like, I don't. Anyone who was like, oh, well, they should pull that from Let's Go, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You're an absolute idiot. Not because it's a bad mechanic.
I'm pretty sure you said that.
What?
They should bring in the overworld.
They should, but what I'm saying is if you're complaining that it's not in this game, you're an idiot because they were developed in different times.
Yeah.
Let's Go was developed after, like, they started development on this in line with Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
So they could not have brought it in. I want them to bring it in, but that's not till later.
Why do you want them to bring it in?
Because it's just more convenient.
Yeah.
And it brings
You
the
can
world
dodge
alive.
people.
Like, if you can see the Pokemon, like, in Let's Go, it works. It makes you feel like the world is alive because you're like, oh, fuck, there's a Rattata that ran over there. and you can chase it down and get it, or you can just be like, no, fuck, I don't want to touch that Rattata. And it makes you choose. You can choose to.
I don't want the Black Plague.
Yeah, fuck no. You can hunt Pokemon more easily. It's just basically it's a quality of life thing.
Yeah.
Because it means like, okay, when you're in a cave and you're like stuck there and like, get me the fuck out of here, and you run into 12,000 Zubat, that's not a problem anymore. Because you can just dodge the Zubat.
Unless they pop up as soon as you stand up, which is the closer anime counter that you get.
Yeah, I mean you can do that
Sometimes
too.
you're too poor at the
But
start of the
then-
game to do that.
Yeah,
Like,
You might be.
but the thing is like,
got what?
I got AirPods. So
fucking la-dee-da.
All right, Jeff Bezos.
Yes.
I have an S7. S10 was released. Sorry, continue.
I got Galaxy Buds.
They're actually more expensive.
That's
are
it.
you,
That's all.
Are you doing your lease swap?
Yeah, I will
The
be.
S10?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, but in September when the thing comes up. So whatever they've got
Have
then.
you got Lisa Shaw?
Yeah.
You can do it for $190. And the S10 is.
I don't want to pay shit.
It's a weapon.
I don't want to pay shit. No, because this is a note, so I'm gonna go to the next note. Because they usually just take the S10 stuff and go, I like the bigger screen.
You can get an S10 Plus. Yeah.
I like
S10
the
Plus.
stylus.
Okay.
When do you use it?
All the time, actually.
What for?
Two specific reasons. One, it actually is really handy to set this thing up and take photos with, so I don't have to hold it like a fucking teenage girl. And two, documents. Whenever someone sends me a document to sign, I can just open it up, sign it on my phone, save it, and send it back off.
It's a whole lot easier than what I had to do with my lease, where they sent me only email. And I was like,
Yeah. Because they always do this. They always, like, all major companies, they send you forms via email, and they're like, oh, sign this and send it back. It's like, oh, so you want me to print this off, sign it with a pen, scan it back into my computer, and then email it to you.
And that's
Or
what I've been doing
I
for
can
the
sign it on the
last
phone
5
and
years.
send it to you. It's super handy.
Yeah. No, I imagine it would be super handy if you were a proper adult.
Yeah.
Sounds like someone's a big nerd.
I've been talking about Pokemon for the last 30 minutes. Yes!
Nerd.
No shit.
Big loser. The S10 though. Is
It's a fucking weapon! Holy shit!
Fuck me. We're just having
We're
a
having a
water.
bad water
We're having a
day.
bad water day.
Guys,
Um,
this isn't my
There's a
Grab
towel.
one of those bags, not the towel. Not the towel. No.
No towel.
Why not the towel?
Because it's not mine, it's part of the baby chair.
Oh, okay. This bag?
Yeah, just grab that
The
bag.
towel will dry.
You're right.
Technical.
Yeah, there's a lot of water. Grab the towel. You're right. Kyron, grab the towel. I changed my mind. Fuck that bitch.
Wait, that's right. You put it there. I thought you just
pop
left
it
it there for some reason.
Oh. There we go.
If you like this, please click the like button.
Or just-
Subscribe.
We'll just find the timestamp and edit it out.
No, this is fun. This is fun content. Calamity cleaning?
If only we had a sobble
Yeah, if only.
to make it go away.
No,
Yeah.
Sobble would make it worse.
Why would you get a water Pokemon to get rid of
You don't
water?
want to burn the desk.
Wouldn't you get a grass
Yeah,
type?
Yeah,
grass
group.
Like suck
Soak it up.
No, but then he
He's
would
standing there and just like.
moss all over the table, would he not? Because he makes the grass grow.
Then
Yeah,
you get a
but then-
score bunny
then
to
he gets
run
scored
over
over.
it because apparently his fucking feet set everything on fire.
Yeah, but then you
Hells
burn
yeah,
the
they do.
table.
Huh?
Pokemon aren't helpful.
And then you get scoreboard to wet it.
I don't know.
He's back again.
Marcham seemed pretty good at directing traffic.
He did.
Oh yeah.
Do we want to
You
talk about that?
seem
Because that's
pretty
all the
good at
notes I've
blowing
got
shit
for
up.
Shield.
No. No.
The new trailer looked
Nah. Also, what Pokemon was it that you didn't like that was in the trailer?
good. Ludicolo, like, fucks me
Oh,
up.
bro, he was fucking.
I love Ludicolo. That thing is awesome.
What did he ask for a coffee or something? And he's like,
Yes.
It's like,
It's exactly- so good. It's so fucking good. I cannot wait for this movie.
for reference, Detective Pikachu. If you haven't seen the second trailer, go
Oh,
watch
it's
it.
so good. It's
funny.
so good.
Yeah.
Fucking weird, man.
This is going to be the best video game movie, plus Mewtwo.
All right, yeah, Mewtwo's in it.
Yeah, Mewtwo's
Yeah, Mewtwo's in it.
I just like.
Or
Is
Harry faked someone else's death.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last one didn't really work.
Is
Jigglypuff
okay,
just
so
stares at him.
here's a question. Is Mewtwo the villain or the hero of this film?
Yes.
I think he's the unknown factor. The unknown factor that's.
I don't think Unknown's in
death.
this.
Huh?
I don't think Unknown's in
No.
this. He's so defeated. Like, no, fuck you.
Because everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, he's just hiding, and it's like, what?
Mewtwo is Harry.
What was it?
All right, we've already had
Shit.
one of those movies where a legendary
Oh,
Pokemon was actually.
you're right.
legendary.
What's
Yeah.
that movie called? Entei.
Yeah.
The Insane movie.
Power of One.
Shit,
What's it called?
son.
Pokemon. Something?
Pokemon. It's just Pokemon the third movie, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's also
Pokemon 3.
Power of One.
No,
Yeah,
that's
unknown,
that's
an
that's the
unknown
second
title
movie.
to it. Unknown's Power.
The Power of One is the second movie.
You're right.
Yeah.
/ Pokemon 2000.
Yes, Unknown is the third movie.
Yeah.
With Entei.
What
But
was I gonna say?
Pikachu looks super cute when he's like cowering in fear.
yeah,
all
that's
I'm
pretty
saying.
good.
It's pretty fucking cute.
It's pretty
He's
good.
sitting there going, ah!
This movie's gonna be him not being able to use electric powers for the whole movie, and then
And
at the end,
And then he's gonna use Volt Tackle.
Yes.
yeah, he's gonna.
Which I believe has already been in the trailer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whether it might not be that Pikachu, it might be another Pikachu.
Because we do see another trainer with another Pikachu on his
Yes,
shoulder
there
as
are.
the tree is falling.
There are other Pikachu.
What
I
if
didn't notice that.
that is the Pikachu? He just doesn't have a hat.
He lost his hat.
It could be.
There was a Pikachu on each shoulder. So unless he knows how to duplicate.
Double team.
Double team.
Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Double
Double
team.
team. They already have a move for it. Yeah.
You just get Pokemon.
I like the look of that movie so much. All of the Pokemon look so fucking good.
It's gonna be weird.
Oh, that weird.
It's just coming to terms with realizing that Snorlax has fur. Like coming
It's
to terms,
always
because
had
it's
fur.
all just been 2D. Like you've never been able to really determine that. They kind of just look like skin, like just
Yeah, clay
smooth,
models.
silky smooth skin. But now it's like detail. Like oh fuck, yeah, Snorlax would have fur, wouldn't he?
See, I think it's
Ludicolo
I think
would
it's,
look like that.
Yes, I think it's worse for the Pokemon that are like
Not
like
actually
Mr.
furry.
Mime.
Like Mr.
Like
Mime.
that. Those are the ones that are probably like Lickitung. Like when you
Yeah.
actually see the detail on the tongue, and you're like,
Spaceballs and shit.
I'm gonna have to render that.
yeah, big old tongue.
You were gonna say something.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, I
Which
cut you off.
Pokemon do I get to make? Lick its tongue. Yeah, fuck. I have nightmares for a week.
Yeah.
You think you lucked out? I have to make Mr. Mime.
Oh Jesus. Who gets to make Jinx?
Oh god.
No one.
Jinx
I
is
don't
not
think allowed
Jinx
on
is
television
not in this
anymore.
movie. I guarantee you.
yeah.
I just scanned it, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
It's just Nicki Minaj.
She's no Cardi B. She's there. Nicki Minaj is just like, oh, I make too much money now, and Cardi B's like, I make money moves. And goes do stuff.
When you rhyme moves with moves.
Mhm.
Whoa.
Oh.
One of the best female rappers of all time.
Do you think we'll see Mega Evolution in this movie?
Probably fucking not.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's possible that Mewtwo will.
It
Ooh.
seems like a lot of the Pokemon don't have trainers, so and they're just random Pokemon
Yeah.
out and about.
If this movie,
Or
yeah, I don't think
or
so.
their
It
part
hasn't
of-
stopped Mega Evolution in a movie before.
Really?
Yeah,
it's
the
Genesect.
Genesect and Mewtwo's Awakening or whatever it's
Yeah.
called.
Oh, but
it evolves. It mega
that
evolves out of time.
Doesn't fucking count. The whole thing behind it is that it needs
Yeah.
to have the Mega Evolution Stone and blah.
And the trainer and the.
It's possible, but I don't think likely because they'll want to bank
If
on.
they do that, they're gonna have to then do Z moves, and then it's just. Gonna be
Yeah, they'll want to bank on. This is a movie that banks more on nostalgia. So they won't want to throw too many mechanics. There are rumors that like if this thing does well, then they are wanting to do like a Pokemon expanded universe and
Yeah.
continue to make these kind of movies.
Like the next
Um,
movie, besides Detective Pikachu 2, is they want to do straight up Red and Blue.
Yeah.
Like just do the.
Yeah, which I
Story
think
of
I
Red.
think you do meet Red because the dude who is falling on that tree branch as the like in that scene,
Mhm.
he's wearing a red shirt and a red hat. He's got Pikachu.
If fucking Red's in this movie,
That's pretty cool.
which is one really cool, but then two definitely like yeah, we're setting up this universe. Like let's
Yeah.
go. If Red's in
Let's
this,
go, Pikachu.
If Red's in like the post credit or something, I'd be
Yeah.
fine with that. But if he's like a third
Actually,
act main character, I'm gonna be like, oof. Let's see how this goes.
I think it's fine.
I think
Also-
it's just gonna be some.
Also,
red-
did you guys see the trailer for the
Random
other
kid.
Pokemon movie?
I've seen like
The
gifs and
Japanese trailer for the doing a remake of
Pokemon the first movie.
first movie, and it's being done in fully 3D CG.
It doesn't.
Cool.
It looks
Everyone-
weird. I'm not saying it's bad, but it looks
I
weird.
don't think it looks good.
Why is all animes now being like with Jump Force and with Detective Pikachu? They're all taking it into like a let's stop with this glossed over thing and like
Yeah.
actually add a bunch of detail into it.
Yeah,
It's
I mean
just-
the thing
Have you
with
guys seen the Pokemon movie where it basically just recounts Ash's first journey?
yes, I Choose You. It's on Netflix.
It's fucking terrible.
It's good.
No, I didn't like it.
Oh, really?
The thing that's
fine.
it changed the whole thing. Literally,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, he only caught Caterpie and Charmander, and it's put
Well, they skip
Xenomorph
over-
in there, which kind of makes sense because it's like, you know, it's not like these regions are just fucking
Yeah.
spawned in.
Yeah.
But they also didn't have Brock Misty. They had these fucking two other.
Yeah,
random
they
losers.
they retcon a lot of things, but I think they're doing that to try and
What, like reignite childhood?
no, just reset it because it's been 20 years, and so you can't keep using the same origin story back in from 20 years ago, where it's like, oh, there are only 150 Pokemon in the world. Like there are now 800.
I can imagine like a kid's like, oh yeah, I love Pokemon, and then they go to watch the first movie and they're
Yeah.
like,
This
why
is
doesn't he use Volt Turtle?
Yeah.
Oh, use a Z move.
Yeah.
Oh, Charizard Mega Evolve.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's all it is a retcon to try and make sure that the actual story syncs with the rest of the thing
Also,
they're doing.
Charizard actually does what Ash says, and that's not true.
Big lie.
The thing I don't
A
like
big
about
lie.
the thing I don't like about the movie is because I haven't even seen it, but everyone complaining that fucking Pikachu talks.
It's not a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's not because it's while he's dying. It's a
Yeah.
hallucination.
He says,
That's
like,
all it is.
Get up or something.
It's literally a hallucination.
Yeah. He doesn't talk the whole fucking movie.
Yeah, he's not sitting there
Yeah, I
like
know
like
that,
meow.
but
Not
like-
sitting there going like Detective
It's not
Pikachu being
actually
like,
Pikachu.
fuck shit,
Like,
fuck.
people are reading into it. They're like, did Pikachu talk? It's like, no, he didn't actually talk. Ash is dying, and his brain is flickering out, and
Well,
so
it's not the
he's-
first time we've seen Pikachu talk before.
exactly,
He's done it in the anime.
yeah, in the same sort of circumstance.
When the Pokemon get separated from the trainers.
Mhm.
And
When
that's
what, sorry?
The Pokemon get separated from their trainers.
And the Pokemon are
And
talking
then
to each
they
other.
meet up with Meowth, and then Meowth is like, hey guys, and then they're all talking.
That makes sense though.
Why does that make sense?
What is-
Because then they're all just talking in Pokemon language.
Yeah, but why?
It's
Why?
not like
when
Pikachu
Rugrats-
is just instantly like, oh fuck, I know English.
Yeah,
No, it's,
It's
like when
almost
Pikachu.
like when you're
it's like when
dying,
the
your
Rugrats, all
senses
the
are
Rugrats have their
heightening.
own language,
Nah,
but when the humans, when the adults try to talk to the Rugrats, they sound like
Yeah.
Yeah,
babies.
but why is this such a problem for people to understand?
like
It's
he
not
was talking
actually
the whole
Pikachu
movie.
talking.
It was like a one fucking line.
And even
It's
if
not that
Pikachu,
difficult.
Even if Pikachu was talking, when you die, your as you're dying, your senses heighten because they know they're about to
Yeah.
fucking go off.
And the whole-
So how
he-
do we know that he spoke English? How do we not know that Ash knows Pokemon?
How do we? Because like
The whole
even
point-
if- even if someone speaks to you in Chinese and you pay fucking attention, you can get the loose gist of what they're saying.
The whole thing is it's not about the fact that he's like the people are just hanging up on the
To
words.
be fair, in the first movie, we did like when Ash turned into stone, Pikachu didn't say anything to that.
No, because that's like
So
a
they
different.
could have done a similar moment.
But the
where
difference,
it could have been
again,
like,
the difference there is that Ash is stone. He is not actually doing anything.
"Oh!"
He's not. He's
Blaziken!
He's completely. Yo, bro.
I'm sorry.
He's completely out of it. He doesn't have any like senses or anything at that point. In this movie, he is dying.
Yeah.
Sorry, I broke in.
Not difficult.
No, no, I get the
But no,
point.
yeah,
Just
no, it's
imagining
it
it's
was
like cut
never
the
a
bulb
huge
off the bulb or something. It's like get the grinder.
But he's dying, and it's not about the fact that Pikachu says whatever he says. It's
get
litten.
Litwick.
You're thinking way too much about it.
Yeah, of course he is. It's about the fact that the Ash and Pikachu have such a connection that he could bring him back from death.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
The other one.
Guys are fucking.
I'm just thinking of like an X-ray of Blastos' fucking shell. And it's like it's just water, like halfway.
That'll work.
If you enjoyed this episode, please click that like button. Subscribe if you want to
draw
support.
that. If you understood what we were talking about, draw that. I want to see it.
Oh boy, this channel's never
I'm
getting
sure you can find
monetized.
it or somewhere. What else?
Pokemon.
Yeah. What's your favorite Pokemon? What's your starter going to be? Are you a Sword or Shield?
Wait,
person?
did we actually go over who was choosing what?
Yeah,
I know
well,
you're
yeah,
choosing
Skull Bunny.
Rookie.
Okay, and you're choosing.
Skull.
And if I don't choose
Because they
Rookie,
also
it's
have
going to be
anxiety.
fucking Skull Bunny.
Huh?
Because I also have anxiety.
Well, I'm thinking he'll come out of his shell.
He doesn't have a shell.
He'll come out of his
I.e.
skin.
Lizard, i.e.
Coming out of his
lizards, like
cage.
eggs,
And he's
i.e.
doing just fine.
Yeah.
Oh, skin, because lizards have. that
Holy
shed skin.
shit!
Oh.
Fucking hell!
Bye!